Welcome to the podcast.
We are going to value ourselves better.
Setting goals for your body instead of the way that it looks.
The perfectionist in me needs to let that go.
Because you get pooped on by a bird. Yes.
No.
Welcome to Where She Builds,
The podcast where two globetrotting solopreneurs share the real journey of building a life and business on the move.
I'm Shandy, an online personal trainer helping people feel strong anywhere in the world.
And I'm Anna, creator of Your Travel Friend Anna, a global community and go-to resource for those wanting to live a fulfilling and culturally curious life.
Thanks for being here.
Let's dive into this week's episode. Welcome back, everyone, to the Where She Builds podcast. Welcome to 2026 and our first episode of the new year. Hello, Shandy.
Hello, Anna. How's it going?
It's going so well. So nice to see your face again and have our weekly conversation that I've been dearly missing and feels like not just, I think we've been off for 3 weeks, but it feels like 3 months.
I know. And we had one check-in call in between, so we haven't seen each other for 2 weeks. And I'm like, what is going on with Anna? 2 even. So I'm like, what is even going on with Anna, though? I have no idea.
I know. See, guys, this is why I have a podcast with Shandy, because if I don't do a podcast, I never get updates from her because she's a busy gal. So this is how I get to occupy her time. But for reals, it's kind of true. So we just want to wish a happy new year to anyone listening. We're already in the second week when this podcast goes out of 2026, which is crazy. I just have to say, though, I'm excited about 2026. I love even years. I love when numbers are multiples. Yes, the quantity things are coming out, the quantitative things. So I heard on this other podcast, this one girl was like, odd years are her years. And I really think even years are my years. Do you have a thought about this?
I like the 5. So like 2025 was a good year, you know, and then 2030, but then we're going to be older. So that's fine. But it's like any year is going to be a good year. So it'll be fine.
So we have to wait 5 for you to have another good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
no, this year's going to be great.
Oh, that's funny to think. So yes, new year, new energy. We just wanted to take this episode as an extended chitty chat. If you're new to Where She Builds, normally we have a chitty chat where you get to have insight into Shandy and I's lives as entrepreneurs and travelers. And then we get to host people on this podcast that have amazing lives and cultural insights and unique jobs and unique lifestyles. But this episode is just kind of a practice for us too. We got to warm back up into how we talk into these microphones, which 2026, new year, same technical problems.
We were actually just talking about this. Just gonna say, we were actually talking about this before the podcast, was that you were the one that was usually struggling with the setup and everything because you were traveling so much. And now I totally feel your pain.
I know.
Because now we're in, crazy.
But yeah, so in the fall, I was changing location every couple weeks, trying to figure out what's the best setup. How can I get any kind of lighting on me? How can I sound okay? Now I have like a consistent room for a couple months with good lighting. And Shandy, how's it going over there? Where is the? Although I have my computer on soy milk containers. Someone's borrowing my laptop stand. Yeah. What do you got going on over there?
So I'm on an ironing table right now, and then I'm holding my microphone.
Yep.
So you can see, but I've got a coffee next to me. So what can I complain about? Literally nothing.
I think also it would be right to bring our character or B character into this. Tell us about the microphone story a little bit too, Shandy.
What part of it?
Yeah. Whose microphone is it?
Okay, so our B character, Patrick, he has a very nice microphone that I have kind of taken over and used for my own. And he was totally fine with it. But then he needed a microphone. So then I bought him this microphone. But then I said to him, when we're traveling, this one's smaller, so I can take this one too. And he said, oh, sure. So now I have both of his microphones.
She's claimed both. I don't know. Like if we were to put like name tags on things, it's literally like just rip it off. Why bother putting his name on it? There's going to be a third one eventually. And like, honestly, just you should put your name on it. It's
probably going to be mine too.
Yeah. Thank you, Pat, for supporting this podcast.
Yeah,
appreciate you. Should be sponsored by Pat or supported by. Okay. It's such a fun season for us, and I think since the very, very first episode, I'm trying to think. Besides Canada, I feel like one of us has always been in Canada when the other one's traveling, or you've been in the Netherlands. So we've been in our bases, except for maybe the very first episode. But I was home, I think, and you were
Yeah.
in Sweden. So this might be the first episode that we're both in not base countries.
Yeah, it could be. That could
Oh
be
my
because I
gosh.
think we didn't record when I was traveling last year.
I can't
No.
remember.
So this is the
Gosh.
first time. Where are you, Anna?
I'm
Where's in the
in
world?
Palermo, Italia. If you
Ooh,
listened to the end of season 2, you would have been introduced to Marco, who is the founder of Beat Community. So I'm here helping out. And it's been a
amazing.
very fun time. And I'm settling in Palermo for a short period of time. But in the nomad world, this feels like forever. So I've already been here 1 month and I'm staying for a few and helping out the community here. But where
Amazing.
are you, Shandy? It's a little bit more unique, can I say?
It's a little bit warmer. We were in Canada and we just flew on Monday to Belize. So we're here for a few days and then we're heading on to our next country, but unlocked country number 44 for me this year.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's incredible. I cannot
Very
say I
excited.
unlocked it. Does Sicily count as a
And
country? I'm just kidding.
yeah, sure.
No, it doesn't. And I unlocked it a few years ago anyway. So
Pat sounds a little bit more exciting. He's country number 50, but I'm slowly trying to catch up to him. But
that's so incredible. And we are both not travelers to like count the countries, but I think there is this excitement of like being able to say like, wow, I'm still making a priority to explore new places in the world and new culture and new understanding. So I like that for the number checking of countries. So you guys aren't there
definitely.
just to rank them up, but we like a little
Although
competition.
I was gonna say I'm a little bit competitive with him, so
So I don't but you both are gonna have all new countries, aren't you?
for this one, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then he goes on some boys trips throughout the year, so then I'm like, should I just go on a solo trip?
Yes.
Which I also would like to talk to you
Um
about. Maybe you want to meet up somewhere?
Yeah, why if he's going on a boys trip, why aren't we going on a girls
I
trip,
know.
Shandy? Also,
So
it
let's
would
plan that.
okay, great. So
Me too.
when's he going? Anyway, after the pod, we have some planning to do.
Yes.
So interesting, so interesting. So yeah, we are both traveling. Well, I can say I'm a bit stationary right now, but nonetheless, I still am exploring Palermo and kind of playing this like slow tourist. And for you, I'm sure that there's lots of like when you have free time, you guys are trying to maximize and explore this. So how's that decision
Definitely.
fatigue already working out for you? Like day 3, do you feel it?
Day 2, it's good. Honestly, like, it's getting back into the swing of things and also kind of practicing what I preach, right? Like, trying to find the habits while you're traveling and everything and trying to make work a priority because when we were in Canada, it was more so family was first, and then the work kind of took the backlog a little bit. So that playing a little bit of catch up, like yesterday was an 11-hour workday, and then today we're doing kind of like a recertification for diving. So that'll be fun around noon.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So it'll be kind of like our midday work break. It's for 4 hours, I think, and then we'll
My
work in the
gosh.
evening again. So just trying to like keep up with all the fun stuff that we can do here, but also making sure that everything gets done. And yeah, it's fun. I like finding the balance.
Yeah, and it's I love that you just explained a bit of your day because it sounds like you're doing a work block, a fun block, and a work block. And just to show people how there's flexibility. And for myself, it is absolutely raining and pouring here. So it's actually been
Hello.
really, really nice weather. I just want to clarify, like Palermo has been quite dreamy in terms of winter weather for me. I have been running in shorts and a tank top. But in the evening, it still gets cold enough where you can kind of layer up, kind of have that winter feel. But today, for some reason, so it's a work day, but I kind of like it, when it's like winter and cozy and you're like, oh, darn, I just have to stay on my laptop and you can catch up on everything. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's nice, but I understand finding flow
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you, how was your Christmas? Because you didn't spend it in Canada this year. So how did
No.
it go? Was it
So
weird?
for the first time in my life for this many years, you're not going to get my age, people, on the planet, I did not have a white Christmas.
Wow.
So that was different, having palm trees and oranges and lemons. But I can say I made my mom's orange and lemon loaf, which is something she always puts out Christmas morning. So I can say I carried that tradition. But I was making it and I was like, shoot, I need more lemons. And I just ran outside and plucked some from the tree. So I
Can't
can
do
kind of
that in
get used to
Canada.
that. Yeah. I was really nice. I feel very thankful. And it was part of my planning that if I'm going to spend Christmas here, to make sure that I had like a pre existing community or something I could enter quite quickly and easily. So I did not spend Christmas Day alone. We had a beautiful potluck lunch, and Christmas Eve was fine. But everything here happens after midnight. So the grandma in me is struggling a little bit because Christmas Eve, the streets got busy after midnight. New Year's Eve, everything happens after midnight. I'm like, can we not celebrate the midnight, like, and then be in bed a little earlier? So anyway, it was lovely, but warm and different. But yes, I've been trying to bake a little bit because I have access to an oven here. So that's kind of the tradition I'm carrying from my family. But yeah, I can say I missed the magical, whimsical winter wonderland atmosphere
Yeah.
of Canada. How was yours?
It was very magical and whimsical. I
Winter wonderland. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we got so much snow where my family lives, so it was just
So
really
much
nice to
snow, did you?
so much snow
Out in the boonies?
out and about.
If anyone from Palermo's listening, they've asked me about my accent. That's the accent. Sorry, keep going.
So much snow.
Maybe that should be an out for Anna. Stop making fun of Shandy's O.
It's the country slang. I don't know. I don't
It
know
is,
what to tell you.
it's thicker every time you go home.
It is for sure. It is for sure. And then I just lose it, and then I go back home again.
Exactly. Okay, sorry. So much snow.
No, but it was very good. There was so on all of the trees, of course, they're all dead, like all the leaves are off. But then we have what's called hoarfrost, and it's
It's
so
so
beautiful.
pretty.
It's so beautiful, and we got a huge amount of it. Like the trees, there was probably my dad took a tape measure to it. There was 3 centimeters of hoarfrost on the
That's
trees.
crazy.
It was gorgeous. So we woke up Christmas morning. It was a little bit foggy, but you
Oh,
looked out and there's just snow glistening and
I'm going to
the
cry.
hoarfrost on the trees. It was just like it was from a movie. I was like, I love this so much. So that was my kind of special moment when I woke up Christmas. I'm like, ah, Christmas.
Aw, that's so I did miss that kind of I think, of course, just as a Canadian, you associate Christmas and like growing up as a kid with Santa Claus, Santa came in the
Yeah.
snow, you know? So just not to have that was like definitely a disconnection for me, but
Yeah.
so pretty. So did you get a chance to slow down at all during this period in terms of like talk us through what work was like? Because at the end of season 2, we talked about how we were going to attempt to handle the holiday season and you were just trying to maintain it, but we know that you met with some clients in person and just was it
Yeah.
busier?
It actually did become busier because so I always have this idea in my mind that when I go back home, I can actually recharge a little bit because then I'm not working at the gym. But then, of course, clients want to see or we want to meet in person. And so it actually ended up being busier than what I would have been in the Netherlands. But it was nice to reconnect with everybody and to see them in person again. And it just builds that relationship a little bit more and to meet new clients that I haven't met in person yet. So that was very, very nice to see them as well and to just again, build that connection. But I did leave on Monday and I was like, okay, I can finally catch up with things because I had a lot of things kind of add up in the background that I haven't been able to maintain as much because I was having so many in person contact hours. But yeah, again, I tried to enjoy Christmas as much as I could. I tried to have like family dinners and then just completely disconnect, like have my phone in a different room. And that was really good for the social battery. I was very excited about that. And like I left with my heart very full. But now my my workload is quite heavy. So, but it's finding that balance again, right? And I was quite happy with that. But how is yours? How is balancing work and the holiday season?
It was good. I just wanted to say I can relate to you because I'm finding here the difference is you are maybe still in control of your schedule and you have ultimate decision, but you have more people involved in your day-to-day interactions and like how you're meeting people and if someone's late it's different when they're late in person versus when they're late on the computer because when they're late on the computer you can answer a couple emails and phone calls but if you're meeting them for coffee it's like you can't make that time as more efficient which is great because it does slow us down and it really helps us to connect but I am finding that kind of similar feeling of like when there's right now I have some responsibility in person which I haven't had for a long time. So I'm finding at times I literally have to like lock myself in my bedroom so that I stop cleaning or stop trying to organize something or stop trying to see potential in this space or stop trying to interact with it's just there's so much you can do, and I just, like, I'm trying to do it all, and I have to be like, "Okay, you need to go on your computer and finish bookkeeping for your client." Like,
Yeah.
just, like
Yeah.
just to hide my eyes, kind of like the horse blinders.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
what they're
yeah.
called? Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, like, for the people that are listening, what exactly are you doing in Palermo? Because you said that you're staying at Beat Community, right?
Mhm.
But what are you doing there?
Yeah, so I'm taking on the community manager role, which is newer here at this community, and I've done this position before, and I view this position as it can fluctuate in how you take it depending on your skill set, but most of the time it is just to enhance the community. So in this situation, during the Christmas period, we recognized that there were some physical spaces that everything was flowing great, but we can just maximize them. We can make them more efficient. We can move the desks in this place. We need to make cleaning supplies more accessible. There's tiny things in the apartment, like making sure every guest has like a little bead sticker. So I'm just seeing a lot of spaces where we can get more efficient. And it's really, really honing in into what I've realized are my micro skills. I am definitely a micro person, but it's also been really nice because I've been, what's the right, like my micro skills are being appreciated because other people aren't seeing that. And so they're like, "Oh, you just catch everything." And I'm like, "Oh, do I? Because how do you not catch everything?" So it's just interesting to like observe that. And it's something I really wanted to do. And I don't know, as we record the podcast this season, I think there may be some shifts in my work this year of like, what is your travel friend? Because I've always really enjoyed making a space, whether it be an Airbnb, an hostel, a co living. I've always enjoyed making a space more enjoyable for a guest, a remote worker, someone. And oftentimes it's small, small fixes that make such a big difference. Like a
Well,
smaller pot would be so great to
yeah,
reheat your food versus like a giant pot. And it's like, it's a small investment that an owner
yeah.
can make. Hey, friends, we hope you're enjoying this episode of the podcast. We just wanted to stop and offer you a chance to put your ad here exactly as you hear my voice. If you have a product, service, or offering that you would like the Where She Builds audience to know about, then send us an email at whereshebuilds@gmail.com and we can make sure to feature it in the next few episodes. Thanks so much for listening, and let's get back to the episode.
I'd like to interject right here too, because when we met at the
Mm.
Montenegro conference, that was what you brought up as well in your presentation, right? Like, I still remember
Mm-hmm.
you talking about how to make a space nicer and how to make people feel more welcome in the space. And I remember that being like, oh yeah, those are really good tips. And then, I mean, flash forward a couple years now that we're
It's
sitting here
crazy,
talking,
actually.
but I still remember that. And I still remember being like, yeah, she is very good at picking out those small things that I would have never thought about. So yeah, I'm glad that people are finally appreciating what your amazing skills are. Like, it's really
I'm
nice
just
that you're
saying.
able to pull that out.
Even years. Actually, that was 2023, but then 2024, I ended up doing a couple community manager roles, and now we're in 2026 and we're starting with one. So
Anna, this is your year.
if anyone's listening, bring me to your Airbnb, hostel, co-living, apartment. Like, let me find the flow. And I think it's kind of there's kind of a joke happening here about like UX experiences. Like, instead of on an app, if you sleep in the space, you see things differently than just like making sure the space is clean. And so those kind of efficiency. On top of that, it's also just making sure people feel welcome, that there's interactions, there's socializing. But I can say in this past period when, of course, we didn't have the podcast, we were on pause for this, there was less guests. It's the best time to kind of, people aren't co-working in the space, so we can clean up the space. So I feel like I've been the Canadian Marie Kondo, if anyone understands that reference. And I hope to continue to work on this because it will never end. The perfectionist in me needs to let that go as well. But yeah, that's something, it's like kind of a little part-time job here and making sure that happens. So it's
Yeah,
fun. I enjoy it.
I love it.
It's so satisfying. I don't know how to
I feel
explain
like
it to
it's a little
people,
bit more than a part-time job, but
but
we'll leave that there.
we'll leave it there and we'll see how things come
Yeah.
through. You got to set some
Exactly.
boundaries though. But that's something too of maybe I can share when you start a new role. I can say that it is kind of an entrepreneurial role in a sense too, because there isn't a pre-existing program for this. So I also hope to build some kind of boundaries and some expectations of when I leave and the next person comes in. If they have a different skill set, that's fantastic because they naturally will. But what are some of the expectations at the baseline that this role needs to fill to support the
Right.
bigger community and the properties and the ultimately the atmosphere of what someone is experiencing staying here. So
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
anywhere really. So yeah, make a a master thing. Anyway, whew, we got on tangent there. Shocker. Okay.
Welcome
So
to the podcast.
welcome to the podcast. Side subheading Anna goes on tangents. We also wanted to chat, as it's pretty typical to talk about the new year, goal setting. I'm not really into resolutions, but I am into taking that moment to think a little bit about. I have to say, I'm more of like month to month is kind of how I view goal setting. But I think
Mhm.
because of the holiday season is when someone actually has the time to stop and think about the new year. And maybe if we didn't have this holiday season, we wouldn't be as so into it, especially in Western society. So I asked you, Shandy, if you had any goals, themes, or intentions for 2026. And what was your answer?
I said I would have loved to, but I haven't had time to sit and think about it yet.
Which I
But
love that you said that, though, because that's
yeah.
so normal. Like, people are like, my big goals, we see it on social media, and your goal is just one step in front of the other, I think, right now still.
I mean, like, if I reflect back, I usually like to sit down with Pat at a cafe and we go through what the year prior was like, what went well, what didn't went well, what didn't
Didn't
go
go
well.
well. Didn't
Thank you
went
for my
well.
English.
Wait, what do they
You
speak in
think
Belize? Spanish?
English.
Oh.
English, Spanish, and Creole. But the actual, let's say, like, what do you call it?
Official.
Head language? Official. Thank you. God,
Is
English for me is not for me.
Okay, sorry to interrupt again.
No, it's
What went well?
what I
Annie
need a
needs a
second.
coffee.
I have one. That's the thing. To be fair, I mean, I can't even make an excuse. It's 8:48 in the morning. I don't know, Anna. It's one of those times. Anyways, going back from the tangent, we usually sit at a cafe and go over the things that went well, what didn't go well, all those kinds of things. And I really like to look at that reflection, and then we can kind of project for the future to see, okay, what is strategically and what is actually realistic in order to go forward, and what do we want to do with our businesses and things like that. But yeah, I haven't really had time to sit down and think about it. But if I look at this last year, I am beyond thankful for how things went. And like, my own company has gone so big over the last year. And it's just, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to more growth, but also finding kind of that peace and that balance between work and life, and still traveling a lot and still being able to support myself as we travel. I think that's my biggest goal and my biggest thing that I want to continue. But otherwise, I have to sit down and think about it. But yeah, I don't know. What about you, Anna?
Well, I just wanted to back up and think. Remember March 2025, you came to my house. Let's think about where your business was there and at the beginning of the year, and then where this fall was insane for you. I think
Yeah.
it's accurate to say it doubled, if not tripled, in just the amount of leads you had, the amount of attention you had, the amount of clients you have. It is flowing. And I just like moment for snaps of success. And it's an interesting one because one could think that, oh, let's double it again. But maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's just about maintenance and the quality of the work and the quality of your workflows. And we're setting
Yeah.
goals here, mini ones right now. Yeah. So I think you should applaud it. And I also love that you mentioned that you are reviewing goals with your partner because you have a partner in your life. And of course, you both, if one person really wanted to excel their business, the other one has to be on the same page and or aware that, if one was
Or
like, I actually want to
supporting.
work part time, and the other one's like, oh, I was going to dial in and work 12 hours a day. Like, you guys got to be on the same page. And you have something to plan for as well. That's going to be a big goal for 2026.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's also another thing.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yes.
it's going to be delayed a year. Okay.
No, we were looking at 2026, but we're thinking 2027 just because
But
we are.
but it's
Yeah,
going to be a lot of planning in 26.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because we also are going to do it in Canada, our wedding. If anybody is like, what are you talking about? But yeah,
Shandy's
we're
an
thinking.
engaged woman.
Yes, I don't even have my ring on right now, but yes. Can't even show you. But yeah, we're thinking 2027, and it's going to be in Canada. So then whenever we come back to visit Canada, then that's also going to make it a little bit more busy, intense, because we have to go to see venues and dress shopping, of course, and all those kinds of things.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be fun. But yes, I
That's a
don't know.
big goal though for this year. And I think that's why I brought it up, because although the date might be, this slow planning and yeah, your commitment of your time here. So that's a big a big theme for this year. So I did write I didn't really set any goals. I do always have a vision board. Sometimes it's visual, sometimes it's quantitative, which should not be a surprise if you've listened to season 1 and 2. And I
Shocker.
haven't, I can just say that one of my goals was to release 18 podcast episodes in 2025. And we did. We released
Yay!
26. So go
Oh,
us. We didn't
26.
quite
Wow.
reach the follower goal that I had set, but that's fine. I'm like so
This
okay with
year.
it.
It's even years, Anna. Even
It's
years.
even years. It's going to
This is the
blow up.
year.
So there's a theme going around about ins and outs. So things that you want to keep in for the new year and things you want to let go. Some of them have been funny that I've seen other creators do. And then some of them have been like really more intentional. So I thought we could kind of do ins and outs, Shandy. I've prepared mine. You're going to do yours on on the spot, or things you might relate to as well for me. So I can
Amazing.
say things that are in for me is I'm trying to drink water before coffee. Such a small one.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Trying to drink warm water, even with a lemon and creatine right now,
Oh.
Shandy.
Good
know.
girl. Yes.
You know, but you know why? It's because someone left some leftovers, so that's why.
Don't give me a reason. That's perfect.
And there's lemons on the tree, so it's really easy for me to get lemons. So beyond this, I don't
Perfect.
know. I am committing to investing in higher quality skincare and like lip gloss, because just in the last like couple months, I've been sometimes buying like cheaper drugstore things and then finding myself having to buy a nicer or like more pharmacy approved, in Europe at least. I'm still spending more money at the end. So why not start with better skincare so that I'm not drying my skin out and then having to buy the more expensive skincare and such. So that is an in for me. And I think you can relate to that one because
Oh,
you've
yeah.
always, yeah.
Yes.
Every time, any skin stuff, I'm always like, Shandy would get this.
Yes. 100%.
Yes. Do you have any quick ins or outs that are coming to your mind?
Honestly, I love what you're saying with
You
that.
can read them.
No, I'm just like with the coffee even, because I used to be very good at eating before I'd had any coffee, but then lately I've been like, oh, I need a coffee. But I'm trying to reframe that a little bit too, not being like I need coffee, but I want coffee. Because honestly, I think even if you trick your mind into thinking like you don't need it for that sustenance, for that energy, just feeding yourself a little bit before coffee also goes a very long way. So
Yeah,
that's something
definitely.
that I would for sure put in. Yeah.
Yes. Something also I'm going in with is slow mornings. They are here to stay. They were in for 2025 for me. I call it my princess coffee moment. Speaking of coffee, drinking water, then taking my coffee to bed and just having like 30 minutes of quiet time to myself. I'm really noticing the mornings I don't have that I just feel scattered for the rest of the day. And I'm not even meditating or journaling or these like fancy things. Guys, I play a game on my iPad for 30 minutes. Full disclosure.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I always
Is
have to
it?
think back when I stayed with you in March and you said that you put yourself in timeout.
No, seriously. And here's the thing is like you could get carried away, of course, playing anything on like an iPad or a device. So I put a timer on, which again, everything is quantitative in my life. But it's perfect because I know for those 30 minutes, I feel guilt-free. I'm just sitting, relaxing, sipping my coffee, just starting slowly. And after those 30 minutes, it's like, okay, now I'm going to eat, get ready for the day, and then dive into the intensity. So
Yeah, I love that though. I love that because that's such a shift from what we see a lot of the time is that like as soon as you wake up, you have to have this routine and you have to, wash your face, you have to get ready,
that's
brush your
out.
teeth, then you have to do. But then it also starts the day off a little bit frantic too, right? It's like, oh, you got to get your workout in, you have to do this, you have to do that. I love the idea of a slow morning. Is that for me? Probably not, but I love it for you. I love
Well,
that.
it's not for you
Keep it in.
because you prefer to sleep for that extra 30 minutes and then
Yes.
get ready frantically. So I'm like, I will
Yes.
sacrifice 30 minutes actually of sleep because that morning is like more helpful for me than 30 minutes more sleep. So
Right. Yeah.
that's kind of years in for maximum sleep. I know this. Is that inaccurate, Shandy? In and staying
100%.
is naps, maximum sleep hours.
100%. I honestly woke up this morning and I'm like, when can I have a nap?
Dude, it's also in for me, scheduling naps. Let's keep that in for the year.
Yeah. Naps are the best, honestly. It's a good little recharge, good little break. I don't know.
100%.
You just need them. I don't know why most adults don't have them, honestly.
I don't know. Something that is out for me this year, though, is I didn't know how to write this, but this feeling of not valuing myself higher in terms of also just like monetary exchanges or what my services can be priced at, but also just remembering that because I have such a variety of skills, it is useful. And because I don't have, I'm not the top software developer, I'm not super good in AI or these new tasks that are coming out, I'm not honed into one skill, but my variety of skills is as valuable as it is to be niched in or really pursuing a career in one industry. So that's out. We are going to value ourselves better. We're going to value our money better. And we are here to make some money, honey. And I don't want to come across as greedy, but I've been in a place where I've sustained myself, but I would really like this year to build a better savings portfolio, have a higher income to enjoy new activities and not be afraid to say yes to, you're doing a diving certificate. This is, of course, money. I would like to just be able to say, yes, I want to do that and not have to think about pinching pennies or not having a coffee afterwards. So I am here to make some Manola in 2026. We are
Yes.
manifesting big
Yes,
bucks,
yes, yes.
baby.
I love that. I love it. Bring it in. Yes. I'm
I'm
like
sure you're
so
keeping
hyped
that
now.
in too. Why would someone say no to
Yeah.
that?
No, exactly. No, but it's I mean, it's a mindset shift too, right? Like, it's something that it's not just you deciding, "I'm gonna make more money." You have to put a lot of effort into that and a lot of decision making and a lot of constant shifts that's, "Okay, you know what? I am worthy of this, and I can do this." And it's just believing in yourself a little bit more, and that does take practice, and that does take time, but I fully believe, Anna, 2026, your year. Your year,
Aw,
girl.
thanks,
You
bud.
got this.
Well, what's in is the podcast. Surprise, surprise. We are both committing to it. As busy as we sound, this is a project that we both committed to, and we're
Yeah.
having open conversations about that as the year goes on. So it's in because we see value in it, and we know it's going to take off, and we can't wait to share also the cool
Yeah.
people that we have on the list. Also, out for me is working alone. I can say that in 2025, working on this project with you and our business of Where She Builds has taught me that even if I'm independently working on a task, the concept of us building something together in partnership um, has really made something more valuable to me and dedicated it, even if there's like times of unknown, especially having to invest time to build something. I'm here to like build projects with other people or have
Yeah.
those open conversations, open up my vault of my work a little bit more and see how people can help me and perhaps how I can help them in
Yeah.
return as well.
Yeah. I love that you said that because I have been thinking about that the last couple of years too, especially being an entrepreneur and starting your own thing. And the only way for us to grow is to come together, right? Like, you
Yeah.
can't have a successful business on your own all by yourself. You have to have supporting people. You have to have people that support you, support your business, support your vision. And so what I think is really great about this podcast here is that we both have the same vision. I mean,
Uh-huh.
sometimes the input from both sides are maybe not equal. Many times you're very much more
But
input than
that's
me.
but I
But
said it
that's yeah,
I need you
yeah,
to continue to put the input in.
yeah, yeah, and I think that's something that I mean, I'm gonna be fully honest here. There's some times where I'm like, "Oh, we have to record. I'm so tired. I wanna sleep in a little bit more." But then we get
Sleep.
recording and I'm like, "Yes, like, I
Yeah,
love this." I
yeah.
get so much energy from it, and I take so much from that, and I just get so excited. Like, I think we're very good with each other. Like, we have different personalities, but I think we work really well together in that I don't know, we mesh well. So I think it's a really great relationship that we built, and I think it's something that's really cool is that we're building something together, and we're
Uh-huh.
stronger together than we would have been apart. So I really appreciate that you said that. I love that.
Yes, it's in working together. We arrive at the same goal at the end of the day and the same value of what the emphasis of this is. But yes, of course, at times we don't want to. But if I didn't have you, I would probably have canceled even recording today because there's other priorities that are coming up. But because it's with you and I know you're dedicating your morning to me, there's value in that. And also just knowing that people are listening and waiting for the next podcast to come out. I know as our audience grows that I'm gonna also feel this connection. Tell me.
Yes. I was just okay. Do you remember the message that you sent to me? What was it on January 1st?
That we reached 500 downloads, was it?
Yes. Yes.
It was really fun, like, January 1st, guys, we got a notification
Yeah.
of a new milestone. I thought that was something else. Also, can I just say I
Amazing.
got pooped on by a bird on January 1st? So is that
Good
really
luck.
good luck?
That is very good luck.
I
That
think
is
it
very good
is.
luck. channel it into the podcast.
We got a milestone and Hannah got pooped on. Big things are coming. Hopefully not more birds. Also in 2024 though, I got pooped on in a bird. I remember I was in Prague. I can remember exactly where. So maybe that's why I like even years.
Because you get pooped on by a bird. Yes.
No. But it brings like good things always come to me, I feel like. I don't know why. I don't get
I love it. Love
I
it.
don't get
I
it. Do
love
you have
it.
any ins for, have you thought of any like, I want to phrase this in the right way, movement goals, activity goals, fitness goals, any kind of, it can be quantitative as well. Is there anything on your little bucket list that you're thinking about or have planned?
Yeah. No, definitely. So I think I'd love to do a half marathon this year. I think that would be really fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Girls trip. Dude, let's plan it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Spring.
Deal.
How many months do you need?
Let's
go back to that. I'm thinking
Full
like,
disclosure.
can we do it in like April or May? Somewhere in Europe?
Let's keep it.
We
Let's
said
keep
it here
in mind.
first.
Okay.
I'm gonna search girls trip half marathon. I'm in.
Okay. Deal. I love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. What's another goal?
No. I love it. Okay, now I'm excited about that. I think that's great.
Pat, you're out. Sorry, you run too fast. I have some friends here that you can run with. I set a new PB in my 5K because I went on a casual run with them. Well,
whoa.
their casual is not my casual.
Were you in zone 5 the whole time?
I took my inhaler. I cheated.
Oh my God.
That's my version of like, I don't know how to, because it's always my lungs that give me an issue. So I took my inhaler so that I could run and talk and breathe with them.
Can I have one?
No comment.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is so funny.
So half marathon. Back it up.
Yeah, a half marathon. Last year, Pat did a sort of, Viking run. So he did like a 19-kilometer run.
Yes.
Yeah, with a bunch of obstacles and stuff. I think that would be fun to do, something like that. There's also a marathon version of that, potentially.
How about we just, Shani,
No, it could be fun. But to be honest, so it's week
like a
before.
Tough Mudder. There's Tough Mudders in Canada you could look at, or Spartan races, this kind of idea.
Yeah, exactly. Same kind of idea. I'm just thinking.
Okay.
I think that would be fun, something like that. But that's closer to the end of the year. I think that would be fun. But then, just being more sustainable with my fitness. So going to the gym 2-3 times a week, just moving my body a little bit more. Of course, it's easier depending where you are. Like here in Belize, it's a lot easier to go outside for a walk and be walking for a half hour and you're fine. Whereas in Canada, that was very hard. And I have to be fully honest, I didn't hit my goals there.
Well, you had 3 centimeters of horror frost. Minus 20. It's kind of difficult. You're like a Oompa Loompa, not a Oompa, like the Michelin tire man, if people understand that reference. Like you're just so bundled up, you can't even walk. It's like,
Exactly. Yeah. But no, this is, I think, the year of just moving my body, feeling good. And I think it's super fun to just think of setting goals for your body instead of the way that it looks, but the way that it moves.
I love
like
that.
Being able to do a handstand or something like that, or being able to, I don't know, do a certain amount of reps for something or something like that. So focusing in on strength instead of the way that you look. I think that's a super exciting goal for me.
Fantastic. And not putting numbers to things, like maintaining strength in some component for me, but I also just want to stay more active. I want to stay curious in activity and have a variety of things, try a dance class out, do yoga. I'd maintain my running. I think that's kind of, I guess, the only number thing I'm putting it to. I'd like to keep running once or twice a week. I'd like to also explore road cycling more, but this kind of also goes, I think, in tangent with the income thing, because although, of course, riding your bike on the street is free, the equipment side of things, I'd like to get into like more serious road cycling. I don't know how or where or what, but something related. I want to put clip-ons in.
Yeah, those are fun though, because lots of times they have like groups that you can join that they do those things, like running clubs, but cycling clubs.
Yes.
And then especially in Europe, like especially in the Netherlands, of course, there's a lot of
Oh my
cyclists,
gosh.
but there's people that cycle from town to town, stop at a cafe, have a little coffee, then go to the next town and do the same thing. So I'm
Yeah.
just saying, Anna, maybe this is the year that you come to the Netherlands.
I'm just saying, Shandy, don't book that second room because you never know. Who knows? Maybe it's the year Anna settles in Europe. Maybe. I just said that for the first time out loud in my brain and out loud. So yeah, we'll
And
see.
on the podcast, so now it's on there forever.
Shandy's gonna play it. She doesn't edit the podcast, but somehow she's gonna like play it in the episode in the future.
I say I make the reel, so maybe I'll make that into a reel.
This is actually so like it gives me goosebumps. I'm not someone, again, I'm that micro. So to think macro of what could happen by the end of the year is so daunting for me. It definitely is not my comfort zone. Whereas I'm like, how could I make that happen? Not what could happen. So okay, any other major ins or outs?
I don't know. I just think focusing on movement, focusing on travel, focusing on filling my cup instead of taking away. I think those are the biggest things. Yeah.
And I also, can I say, it's a little bit contradictory, actually. I was also agreeing in filling my own cup before others, but I also want to help others fill their own cup before helping others, if that makes sense. So even in like the way I interact with people, it's like, please don't reply to this tomorrow. And I genuinely, or until tomorrow, like there's no rush, or I hope you enjoyed your vacation and did not look at your laptop. I won't email you until you're back from vacation because I want to help support people in taking a rest or taking a break when they've asked for it. So, and how I interact with people and choose to take on projects. Should we be doing that right now? No, we both need a rest. So can it wait? Yes, it can. So yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I love
it's
that.
great. All right. So season 3, it's going to be ambitious, funny, insightful, interesting. We hope it sparks curiosity in you. We hope you think about life a little differently, view travel differently, how you can work remotely, work for yourself, and just get to listen about people's stories that you never would have had a chance to listen to. We have people from all over the world, it's true, who are living all over the world and very interesting pathways. So for season 3, it's going to be really exciting. If you are a longer term listener, we're dividing episodes as well for guests into 2 parts. So part 1 being a little bit more personal about the human, about their story, about how they landed where they are, and part 2 about what they're doing for business or for work or how they are earning an income while they might be traveling abroad or living somewhere different. So that's going to be a change for season 3. And we also are manifesting that we want this podcast to grow. So we need your help in that. We need you to follow on Spotify, on Apple. We also need you to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or listening on YouTube, and comment. Tell us. Just give us a thumbs up, like anything. Even if you laughed in a moment, put a laughing emoji. We just want to know that you're there and listening to us. We have spaces open for ads. So if you have a product offering or service that you want to put into the podcast, message us, send us a message, whereshebuilds@gmail.com, and we can see what we can make possible. Anything else for season 3 ahead, Shandy? I know that was like a good synopsis, eh? I'm back.
Snapping my fingers. You don't need any practice episodes.
Okay, I will say, full disclosure, we did write a little, I have the bullet points written out, but I'm back, I think.
That was good. She is back, you guys. 2026 is Where She Builds year. This is it.
Oh, I actually, I'm kind of getting goosebumps about this, so I'm stoked. Let's record next episode right now.
That was very Canadian. I'm stoked.
Stoked? I know, I'm trying to help people understand our accent, but it's hard. It just comes out naturally when we're talking, eh? So there you go.
Amazing.
Anyway, season 3, 2026, let's make it happen. And we just want to say thank you so much for those who are listening. It's been so fun to have something to build towards and to know that people are excited. So every Tuesday episodes will be coming out and we can't wait to hear from you.
Oh, let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay, ciao for now. We'll see you in the next one.
See you next time.